Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Awaken the World Quick Talk. Don't do, be. Live here on the Awaken the World YouTube channel. It, of course, is Wednesday. I don't know why I have May 20th on there. It turns out it's the 22nd. You can blame me for that one. 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yeah, okay. That wasn't very good. Scratch your head on that one. My issue. Sorry. We all know which Wednesday we're talking about. This one. So, don't do, be. And if you're a member of our Facebook group or our page, this created a little bit of discussion. People were really confused by this. Now, there's a few things we have to talk about to really understand what this means. And just before that, we're going to give an opportunity in case there's one or two people who are coming on right at 7:30. And just let you know that Friday we are taking possession of the Grassroots Health Hut store. And our journey with that begins. It's going to be really interesting. Yeah, there's a lot to do. There's been a lot being done, including finishing a 7-foot coffee bar for the local Deep Creek convenience store. And that was a bit of work as well. It's been fantastic, though. And here's the deal. And this is what we're going to be talking about this evening. I'm not the doer. You know, I'm not the one doing anything. Now, this is really going to blow your mind. And perhaps the best explanation of this can be found within the Vedas, and inside of the Vedas, of course, in the Bhagavad Gita. And if you have not read Jack Hawley's version of the Bhagavad Gita, an English translation, I suggest you do. It's amazing, it's uplifting, it's a love poem from God to man. And in this love poem, Krishna is speaking to Arjuna and letting him know that indeed your egoic sense of self, that voice in your head that thinks it's you, only provides commentary. It doesn't actually do anything. It only provides commentary. It reacts according to its upbringing, its environmental concerns, all of these sort of filters that get in the way of the truth of our existence. And it draws conclusions through what we would call thought. And those thoughts, when they are in alignment with cosmic truth and the reality of our existence, cause the body to create a positive vibration in response to that. And we call that feeling good. When our thoughts are not in alignment with cosmic reality and the truth of our existence, we generate within the body's energy field negative or dissonant vibratory states to let us know that we are not in alignment with the truth of our existence. So how does this apply to don't do, be? And I can tell you this, the one thing that Kelly will always tell you, hands down, is that Garen can do anything. And not only can he do anything, he can do anything really well. Now, that doesn't come out of a place of doing. It comes out of a state of being. And that state of being is knowing that it is not my sense of I that chooses to motivate the body. I may think within my head that I need to accomplish something. That is a thought. That thought has no additional power. What is it that motivates the structure of the body's energy field, and who is that that's actually doing the work? Who is it that's having the experience here in the physical realm? Well, of course, the answer is ultimately that one with a capital O-N-E, that divine sea of consciousness is the one staring out from behind my eyes into this camera, looking out from your eyes and observing me on the other side of the camera. I'm confused by your question. I just said, could you explain how that is not ego talking? I'm not really sure what that is. Maybe be a little more precise with that, honey. So in the act of choosing not to do, because you are not actually the doer, you can focus on being instead. And this being is simply developing a state of being within that body's energetic field through your mind and the body's reaction to the mind. It takes some controlled thought, a little bit of attention and effort. And what happens is you instead choose to be that which it is you want to be. And in that being, the doing happens naturally. In that being, your intent co-creating with that sea of consciousness. The body's energy field goes into motion, not through your conscious will. As we've discovered and talked about many a time, you're not actually capable of washing the dishes as an egoic entity. It takes the body's intelligence, an intelligence beyond mind, that actually is doing the work. I'll let you know another secret too. This is true in regards to our concept of suffering. Indeed, it is God itself that suffers on our behalf. It is God itself that endures the pain on our behalf. This was the truth of Christ's crucifixion and his message to us all, that we have never needed to be saved, that we are already saved, and that all we need do is recognize the truth of that Christ consciousness within ourselves, within all of creation, and open yourself to it. In that, you cease to be the doer. You detach from the results, from the fruits of your labor, because indeed, not only is it not truly your labor, but the results which have never been in your control anyways, again belong to that divine sea of consciousness. Offer up everything you do to God, your version of that sea of consciousness, that divine form, the goddess, whatever holds deepest for you and feels the best for you. Offer it all up. Realize that you are here on a journey of evolution and growth, not to feel that you are toiling, but to simply choose to be that which you wish and allow that sea of consciousness to take over and guide you on the path. Much love to you this evening. Namaste to you all. Have a wonderful night. What is Kelly saying here? Sorry, when you say that you can do anything and do it well, it is not an egoic statement. You know, stating a fact is never an egoic statement. The proof is always in the pudding. And I make lots of pudding. To say that I can do anything well and you cannot, that becomes ego. Because indeed, in a state of being, you have all the same capability, all the same power, all the same knowing. Why? Because we are one. Again, all our love. Namaste to you. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.